Hello, hello, hello. What's up, guys? It's me, Anapplies here, and I'm on Twitch this time. It's not even YouTube. This is Twitch this time. But yeah, we're having a discussion video with my good friend, one of my good B-chews, Yava, aka Yava Reacts, aka YGH or YGA. I'll let you. But yeah, introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? Yeah, well, you already introduced me, so nothing else to say pretty much. I'm doing the same kind of content as you for them because I don't know like this, and yeah, pretty much. We are watching, some of the series he's doing, I'm doing as well on my channel, so if you want to check me out, if not, it's up to you. But yeah, pretty much. That's all.
I know you do YouTube, you do YouTube Reacts, and you stream as well. You want to shout out that?
Yep. Well, yeah, I'm streaming mostly reactions over on my Twitch, but that's not all. Sometimes I'm just chilling with my chat and playing some games, like mostly RPG games, because my PC is weak, so yeah.
But yeah, me and Yava met on Discord, didn't we? On another server, and yeah, since then we just became good friends. We had a lot of things in common, strangely. But yeah, we had a lot of things in common. It was cool, and yeah, that's how we met. And since then we just became good friends and that. And now I just thought I just have to have this guy on the video, like anything, so we can just vibe and have a good time. So yeah, today we're pretty much going to be talking about DANDADAN. If you don't know DANDADAN already, it's from the artist, or was it?
Actually, he's not a well-known artist, but he was a co-director over on the Chainsaw Man manga. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. Co-director of. I know he has something to do with Fujimoto, but
yeah, he knows him because they used to work together.
Yeah, it was DANDADAN. When DANDADAN came on, obviously he already had a little bit of clout because of Fujimoto. His slight relation with Fujimoto. That's pretty much why DANDADAN already had that sort of head start, that clout. And since then, it's just been getting better. And I will say something. We can both agree on this. DANDADAN has literally surprised all of us. Like, it's different from so many other things. The dialogue, the art,
sometimes in a bad way.
Yeah, it's really surprised us. Like, these 13, I know we're like one chapter behind, but these 13 chapters that came out, it's just been a roller coaster already. You know what I'm saying? Like, just everything that's happened, it's like an anomaly from normal manga. What would you say about that? Just
honestly, overall, I've never read anything closely remote to this shit. Like, literally, it's weird as hell. Like, where the hell else can you see a plot about a boy losing his fucking genitals?
Genitals.
Trying to get him back.
Yeah. A boy losing his genitals, a grandma wanted to a freaky ass grandma.
Try explaining this to someone that's going blind into this series. Like,
I know. Imagine trying exactly, man. Imagine trying to explain this to some random guy who just like reads like just reads normal stuff, like generic stuff, or he's pretty new to the manga scene, you know what I'm saying? But that's what makes it special, because it's unique. It doesn't try to follow that generic trait, and that's why we keep reading it. I feel like the author of this was quietly, greatly, and evidently inspired by Fujimoto's writing as well, and his artistry. But as we can see, his artist is wacky. His way of his art is wacky. It's not what's it called? It's not predictable. It's not linear. It's just everywhere, and that's what makes this special, because it keeps you thinking. It keeps you, what does this mean, and everything. But yeah, let's just start with the first few chapters, like going into this, like, and who are your favorite characters? What do you think of the main character and things like that? The first few chapters.
Honestly, I don't know about favorite characters. Like, the main Rio, I guess, like, Okarun, Ayasent, her grandma, and for some reason the Turbo Granny as well. Like, I don't know why, but I like the character of the Turbo Granny, even though it's weird as hell. Later down the line, at the end of the fucking Dick Retrieval arc, she was redeemed to some point.
Yeah. honestly, like characters like the granny, you'll think that, yeah, she's a, yeah, obviously at the start we saw her, she was obviously portrayed as the villain, obviously because of all what she was doing, she was actually trying to capture and possess him, but obviously we seen that was an advantage for him in the end. It was like some sort of like what's it called, some Naruto Kuruma shit. Like he just entered him and stuff, and it's now helping him in a way, but at the same
to some
time,
extent. Although it's way weirder because Kurama never asked Naruto, can I have your
yeah, but yeah,
Lord, imagine if this should happen to Naruto. Wow.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. And also there is the thing they mentioned later in chapter 10. The granny is not originally an evil being because she ended up becoming a ghost later on, but before that she used to just pray for all the girls that died in that tunnel, which she possesses.
I want to later talk about the relationship between what's it called, ghosts, the relationship between ghost and human, because remember we had a little, what's that word that's used, we had a little like exposition from Ayase's grandma, how they're meant to respond to each other, how they have rules and responsibilities they have to take, like humans can't really, there's some restrictions that humans can't like do when it comes to ghosts, and ghosts can't interact.
As much as goofy this manga can get, it has a serious side to it, like
there's
all
some
the
good
dead people that are mentioned,
explain
the ghosts and shit. Literally in the first chapter, Ayase was almost, I don't know if I should mention because we'll put this on YouTube, but
I mean, this is a review. This is a review, so this is spoiler alert if you haven't watched this. This will be a spoiler review.
Honestly,
so
is it a spoiler? Because this shit happened literally midway through chapter 1, so most of them already know this. So
yeah, that's true. Another thing is actually no, I want to keep on that discussion of ghosts and shit. Do you think that there are good ghosts, like ghosts that actually genuinely want to, or what's it called, the people on the other side that actually want to help humans, or not just take over them, like what's been happening in the latest chapters, take over them and like take the advantage?
Yeah, not all of them are like that, because as we saw, it was shown actually, a spoiler alert for chapter 3, I think, there was one ghost that just tried to kill them because they removed the seal over on the granny's place. So it didn't want to possess them, it just wanted to kill them straight up. So not all of them are like that.
Some of the ghosts are just freaky as fuck. Some of them are just evil. Some of them just
and there is then the whole thing with the aliens, because I never thought about a manga which will feature both aliens and ghosts. Like this is weird, because so far we've covered mostly ghosts in this story, at least 13 chapters in. So now we gotta see what will happen with aliens.
I love how some of the ghosts as well, as we've seen from the guy who was like big with like all those legs and shit, the big guy with all those legs, I forgot what he was called. The big ghost with I think that's the one. I think he was on like
I don't remember what it's called.
It was the arc. It was the arc where we first saw the grandma, and it was like that massive thing, with like lots of legs. Like I feel like that was a symbolism to something, or context. There was like context behind that, if I'm not mistaken. I love how some of the ghosts have some sort of context behind them as well. It's not obviously it's wacky, that's the whole point, but it's not just fully wacky. There's some sort of context behind each ghost, and if I'm correct, it has something to do like Indian god mythology or something like that.
And not only it features some urban legends, at least in my opinion, from spoiler for chapter 13, by the way. At the end of the chapter, I'm pretty sure that this is literally the same ghost that goes in the urban legend about the girl, which has her mouth split all the way up to her ears, and just goes after you and asks you if she's pretty, and if you don't answer her the way she wants you to answer, she will end up killing you.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you tell her she's pretty, she'll just go after your ass until you answer her the opposite and kills you. Either way, so no way to get rid of her.
That's true. And then the what's it called? Not even just that, just even the first chapter as well. Like the first chapter, we could see how great this was going to be, even though he didn't really give us too much from the first chapter, but like just
But yeah,
what's
it was.
called, yeah.
It
like
was both weird and the exposition was good, honestly. At least in the first chapter. Like
then,
all the ghosts
I
and
think
shit
what
and
caught, I
those
think what
aliens.
caught, yeah, I think what caught us the most from the first 3 to 5 chapters was the comedy, like the comedy in it, the dialogue. You have a whole
Yeah,
ass
mostly.
grandma. Yeah, you have a
And
whole
the
ass
weirdness
grandma.
as well.
Yeah, you have a whole ass grandma telling him that she'll suck her balls, suck her balls out if you don't. What was it again? I'll suck your balls away. Oh my god.
No,
That's so weird.
yes. Lord Almighty. Yeah, and also there's the thing at the end of the first chapter, again, spoilers, the Turbo Granny in Okarun's body ended up destroying the entire ship of those aliens. So,
yeah,
were those the last alien species of this kind, or will there be more of those fuckers later down the line?
Yeah. What else did I want to say about that granny? I feel like the granny we're gonna see a really developed relationship there. We're already seeing it already with these certain chapters. Like obviously the granny doesn't like him at first because you don't know him, but I feel like since right. Anyway, guys, sorry about that. We had a little technical issue there. I don't know what happened, but then my headphones stopped working out to change. But yeah, let's carry on. Where did we leave off? Where did we leave?
Good question. I can't even remember. It's been like 5 minutes. Lord.
So, I think we left off at when I was talking about the grandma, but yeah, let's carry on. So the grandma, I think that since she didn't get killed off so easily, and since she has been like she's part of Okarun's body, I feel like we're gonna get some sort of development, like Naruto and Kuruma. We're gonna have some sort of development between those two, and it's gonna it's gonna be great towards the future. What do you think about that?
Well, I think about development, I don't think she'll keep staying inside of his body. Like, I think she'll just stay in the cat's body, in which she is right now. I think it was a cat, right? From chapter 13. Yeah, a cat. And I think she won't be able to get her powers back, so Okarun will just keep using her powers, and she'll gradually get new powers instead of getting those old ones back.
Yeah, I think as well as the grandma making him grow, he's gonna make the grandma grow as well, like mentally and stuff as well. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about that. And I want to go back to the comedy again. Like the comedy is even quite smart, even though it's funny and it's weird, it's smart as well. Like for example, when do you know when they were all running, when the whole town was running, when the whole town was running, when after Okarun, and she said something about the woman, and the woman just came, and it was just small examples like that. It was just
there is comedy is all over the place with this manga. Like honestly, the entire manga itself is just ridiculous. Like, just the story of the fucking arcs is what's making me laugh as fuck. Like literally, get his dick back, get his balls back.
Get his balls back. I know, right? Yeah. That's literally the whole plot line. Is to get his balls back. We had literally, remember the girl that actually has his balls, that doesn't actually know it's his balls. Literally, we had the whole story. She thinks she's been blessed by God or something. Yeah. She thinks she's been blessed by God. Even when she tried to kidnap the girl, I say, and she's like, "That's Okarun's balls, not God. The God didn't bless you." She still didn't believe him. She didn't want to believe it. Oh my God! Until when she finally believes it, she's gonna be so traumatized, bro.
Yeah, and there is the thing that it just switches pace ridiculously fast, like literally from the comedy which you just mentioned about the balls, it just went a whole 180 backwards with the fucking ghost appearing out of nowhere.
Oh God, when I saw that, I actually I jumped a bit when you see that like long panel of the, oh God, that was actually so cool. Its art is amazing.
my reaction was just, hell nah, get the fuck out of here.
That was mad. It was like something of a horror movie or something, like the Nun or something. Yeah. Yeah, and what's it called? The monsters as well, or the ghosts. They're drawn in a way that abstract, in a way that it's actually really cool as well. Like not just the latest one that we've seen, like all throughout as well. I think they're linked somehow. Since have you realized that he's like all these monsters, all these ghosts are drawn in long panels, like long hard panels. They're going to be connected in some way. I feel like the future, Dan. I feel like these 13 chapters have actually set up something good as well.
Yeah, I mean it's most likely still. I think we are still in the prologue of the story, because
we're still in the prologue. Yeah.
It isn't that serious. Like literally, I don't think the entire manga will be just about Ocaron getting his fucking gent.
Yeah, that's true. How long do you think this will be?
At least around the length of Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. At least. Well, 90, 100 chapters, and then. Yeah. Do you think the pace? Yeah. Do you think the pacing for this? That's another thing. The pacing for this manga. Do you think it will be for the better or for the worse?
I mean, I think the pacing is ridiculously fast, but in a good way. Like this shit is paced, just.
Yeah, that's
it's fast, and at the same time they don't keep any details. They explain everything. So
yeah. I feel like it's fast, it's fast and good, but I feel like we will get used to this, and when we get used to this, it's gonna be fast, and we're gonna start nitpicking because of the fast pace. That's just my opinion. I feel like we're gonna start nitpicking just because we get used to the fast pace.
The thing about this is that recently most mangas have been feeding us with this shit. Like literally, look at Jujutsu Kaisen or Chainsaw Man, for example. Like they are the two things most close to this shit, but yeah, I mean, DANDADAN is the close because it started after it. But yeah, same shit. They are fast-paced as fuck, and still, we don't miss any details. So yeah, I think the entire shonen community is just changing to this thing that wants fast-paced stuff. Because yeah, if you go a couple of years back, you know the author of Naruto, because I can't remember his name. What was his name again? If you know.
The Delta.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, the author of Naruto started.
What's his name? How have I forgotten his name as well? I'm going to remember this.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, people know him. But yeah, he started a new series a couple of years back, which was Samurai 8.
Yeah, I've read Samurai 8. Yeah.
And honestly, I enjoyed the fuck out of this manga, but for some reason it got axed later down. I realized they explain it. It's just too slow-paced. Yeah, Kishimoto. It's just too slow-paced for people, and honestly, it has too much info, so people don't want that.
And yeah, it's what the people want. Honestly, I'm with you. I was part of the people who love Samurai 8 as well. Like, I thought Samurai 8 had potential, so much potential, but some people didn't see that, unfortunately, and it got axed. It has the writing, the dialogue of it was so good, but for some reason, a lot of people didn't like it, and it got axed. I even made a video on it on the last chapter, and it was a little comical, so I was pretending to cry and everything. But yeah, I was sad when Samurai went. But not everyone's gonna like everything, yeah.
Yeah, I was mad as fuck at Shonen for like 2 weeks after that, because I love that series, honestly. Because I knew about it even before it started. Like, I heard the announcement of it starting all the way like 2 years before it even started. So yeah.
Kishimoto, actually, people just didn't appreciate it. People just thought, he's never. People just had the mindset that he would just always make something. He wouldn't make something better than Naruto.
People just
that mindset.
People just want things that are fast-paced and don't have too much details. Like, they do have details, but not too many. For example, the author of Bleach as well, Kubo, started a new manga, which is. What was the name?
Burn the Witch.
Burn the Witch, yeah. And this shit is just. The good thing about Burn the Witch is that it takes place in the same universe as Bleach. Just Bleach took place in Japan, while Burn the Witch takes place in England.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's in the same universe, but
Yeah, it is, but just a couple of years after, so it can connect with Bleach eventually. Like, I'm not up to date to it. I just read one shot of it. I haven't even read the official manga that started releasing afterwards.
I will
I
say
just
for
read the one
Bleach,
shot.
I love how we just gone off topic, but I would say for
it starts like that.
But I would say for Bleach that what's it called, for Burn the Witch, is that it's the pacing is not really fast. It gives us it's a good pacing. The pacing is good. The dialogue's good. And yeah, I feel like Burn the Witch could be longer, and we have got confirmation that we're getting season 2 since.
Yeah, and the thing is that with Burn the Witch, it's an entirely different beast, which will change the entire shit over in Shonen, because it's the first manga ever I've heard, which will get like 3 to 5 chapters a year. Never heard of this shit before, meaning Kubo has all the time he wants and needs to work on this shit without getting overworked. Like, imagine new authors just coming in Shonen with this kind of proposal, just to release chapters like 5 times a year. This shit is just both ridiculous and at the same time it's good on the authors. So if it's a good manga, I support this.
Yeah, that's the thing about Kubo. That's the thing about these what's it called, these authors, man, these veterans. Like, they feel like sometimes they can feel like they've got more pressure on themselves just because of like what they've accomplished before, and they feel like if they don't make something that can satisfy this audience, or something that can even better, they're going to lose some sort of attraction early, and it's just sad that they have to think like that. I feel like we're just completely gone off topic, but anyway, back to
it kind of is related to DANDADAN though, because it
relates, because of the part.
Also another thing, I'm curious, when the hell we will get an official translation from Manga Plus? Because we have an official translation, but the problem is that it's in Spanish. It's not still released in English for some reason.
It's in Spanish, that's the thing. And it does relate to all these things that we're talking. It does relate to DANDADAN because we're talking about the pressure, since like everyone knows that he has some sort of relations to Fujimoto, the pressure that he has on himself.
Yeah, and considering that Fujimoto himself said that this manga is going to be a blast, literally.
Fujimoto. That, if anything, that could be possible. That could be positive and negative, because it puts pressure on him and it gives him clout, like when his first chapter comes out. And to be honest, he has succeeded since the first chapter. Like, look at them. Like, do you think Okarin and Ayase's development, like those two's relationship, will be a romantic one or just like best buddies? I want it to be a romantic one, but what do you think?
I mean, there is already some nitpicks of romanticism in this, because they literally almost kissed, and honestly, Okarin is just acting like the typical introvert. Like, literally, he just refuses to accept her as something else other than a friend. He just put himself too low over this.
I feel like also, before I want to continue, I'll say, if anyone's got like any question in chat, just like tell us in chat, and we'll probably talk about it if you've got any questions. But I want to talk about a specific chapter. I think it was like chapter 11, where they were like running around the school trying to find each other, and they would like find out information where they were, and eventually they find each other and they accidentally kiss. I don't know
that's
why.
What I was talking about.
I don't know. Like, the fact that we're seeing that this early, could this be a sign of romantic development, or a sign that there won't be any romantic development? It will be more like a brother sister close-ish development.
I think it will be a romantic development, because think about it for a second. What other reason would there be for his real name to be Katakura-ken? I think it was. And this is the guy she is literally she's over in the clouds for. Like, he has the same name as him.
Yeah, that's true.
And the other thing is, she kind of acted like a tsundere after they, kissed. So she refused to accept him as a friend even. Eventually she apologized, but still, she acted kind of shitty, not gonna lie.
I think all these things we're saying now, it just shows why there will be a romantic development, but it will be slow. It will be slow, because obviously the name, the entire manga is not that you said. And it was like 10 chapters later we see accidentally kiss. Like, I feel like it's going to be slow, but it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. It's going to be authentic. It's going to be really good.
And another thing I'm curious about, does the name of the manga even mean anything? Like, is it just
Yeah, that's what I've
randomly
been trying to
named?
think. You just randomly named it Dan Dan Dan. That's a banger marketing strategy.
I mean, if you think about it, this shit sounds literally like someone shooting out a pistol. Because yeah, it's just a random sound which makes a ton of havoc. And this is literally the entire series so far. It's full of havoc and nothing else.
Yeah, I'm going to try and find out later on if this title actually means anything. But we'll see. Yeah. It should mean something. Something. Like, it should have...
I mean, it's not necessarily, because some mangas just have names like that. And they don't mean anything in particular to the manga.
Yeah, do you think of any manga like that where they haven't mean anything particular, but it's successful? It's been successful.
Think about it for a second. Bleach. What the fuck does Bleach have to do with the entire plot of the manga? Honestly, absolutely nothing.
That's true. Bleach. What else?
Other than Bleach, is there anything else?
I'll probably have to think of some. I wanted to say Blue Lock, but that's a bad. that was a bad example. Yeah. But yeah, but it's true though.
There are some.
There are some. That's true. I feel like the thing about Bleach, I feel like if you ask Kubo, he'll probably give you an answer. That's what's funny about it. He'll probably give you an answer what that has to do with the manga. What it is, what it is.
Yeah, but there is... I don't think anyone will ever ask him this question though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I need Twitter. Don't underestimate them. You know what they could do.
Yeah, but does he use Twitter though? Because I know some manga authors do, but most
yeah, some manga artists. I know the Vinland Saga author is very active on Twitter.
Yeah, but most manga artists are not active on Twitter because Twitter by itself is not that popular in Japan, because Japanese people are way different from us Westerners. So yeah.
That's true. But yeah, this manga, what's it called? What did I want to say before? Is there anything else you want to add onto like the earlier chapters of the DANDADAN?
The early chapters. Oh yeah. One thing I wanted to mention. I'm not sure if it will play a big part later on the story, but I like how whenever Okuron ends up using the power of the Turbo Granny, his literal character goes all the way of 180 once again. Like, if he feels energetic before, he feels tired as fuck once he uses it, like during using. Yeah. And I think it's weird, and there's a specific reason this is in there, and it will play a role later on the line.
Yeah, I feel like that's very important. If you spot little things like that, I think it's important to like keep it in your mind, because it can actually be a main plot point, like you said. But yeah, that's actually a really good thing to think about, and it could play. Another thing I wanted to think about as well is the grandma. I feel like the way it's going, the grandma's gonna die. Eventually, the grandma's gonna die. It just has that vibe where the grandma's like kind of overpowered. They can't touch him. And we're gonna have some sort of like monster that kills her, but they're strong enough to take him out. It just feels like that as well.
The grandma, which one of the two are you talking about?
Oh no, the ISC's grandma.
Actually, she gives that kind of a, because the first time we see her, she's this overpowered being, literally, and after we see her in action, we just notice that she actually isn't that overpowered. She just knows what to do and how to use shit. Essentially, she has knowledge.
Yeah, she has so much knowledge, especially when she was talking about the rules conducts, and what's it called? Responsibilities that the ghost and humans have to take.
Speaking of this now, did you notice that when Ayase mentioned it to her, she didn't believe her about the aliens? Like, it seems like those two things just exist separately, and they don't exactly interact with each other.
Yeah, that's another thing. They don't actually interact with each other, or there might be something hidden into it, or there might be something hidden that we don't know yet, that might be explained in later chapters, since this is the beginning.
I mean,
Like,
those ghosts, so far from what I'm seeing, are just the result of some menacing feelings or someone passing without a reason, exactly. So,
yeah,
who's to say that a ghost can appear because of a dying alien or some shit like that, which will be way
and
overpowered than your regular ass ghost?
yeah. Have you realized that when they were talking about these ghosts wanting to, if they have something, humans can see ghosts, and and these ghosts can take advantage of that and wanted to like take them and take over them. What could be their like true objective? Have you noticed like that they haven't actually explained a true like a proper true objective of the ghost trying to take over the humans? Like, why could they be doing this exactly? Like, all we know is that, oh yeah, they want to take over the humans and stuff for more power, but why would they need more power? That's the thing. I mean, that's more, I guess that's more in depth, that's more advanced, but that's another question we can add into the mix.
Well, there may be tons of answers about it. Like, maybe they just want a human body once again just to feel alive, because being a ghost probably sucks. Especially if you're just stuck in there. Maybe they want to get attention to them because they want to get exorcised and finally die because they are sick of being ghosts or some shit like that. Or maybe just being in a human's body maybe gives them way more power than they used to have. But yeah, think about it. Okarun was powerful as fuck when using the Grandma's ability, but I'm not sure if he is as powerful as the Granny herself in her natural state. So
and I remember he's still not able to completely be like conscious when it's Turbo Granny form. He's not completely conscious.
He kind of is conscious though, because he still can interact with us and speak with us, but she controls his body, which I'm not sure if it goes like this for every person. Maybe some of them are just like they are falling asleep while the ghost is controlling them or something like that. Which will actually make sense. If the Turbo Granny was in full control of Okarun's body, she would be way more powerful, most likely.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's a nice way to put it, to be honest. And Okarun as well, Okarun himself, I feel like he might develop his own ability as well, his own like powers, or apart from the grannies, he's gonna like obviously get stronger from the granny, but have his own powers as well. Maybe
something like Isis, telekinesis and shit.
Yeah, telekinesis, It's like, Isis telekinesis is pretty cool as well. Like, didn't she learn that from her grandma, or was she like always?
No, her grandma mentioned it to her, but she never actually unlocked it before that experience with the aliens, because they overstimulated her brain, literally.
She's a prodigy. Oh my dear. Anything else you want to add to like I said, we're still not really caught up. There's still like we're like 1 to 13. We're one chapter behind, so we actually haven't read the latest chapter. But is there anything else you want to add onto like the middle parts?
I mean, the middle part, I'm not too sure. Actually, I kind of liked how they explained I think it was called Domain Spirit or some shit like that. Where there is a ghost just literally eating up the souls of dead people which died on this spot, obviously, and becoming more powerful because of this. Because
that's true.
We haven't seen other one other than the crab so far, and it seemed like the granny for some reason had some kind of relationship with that ghost. So we may end up seeing something like this later on, because I'm pretty sure that the ghost we are seeing now at the end of chapter 13 is not like that. This ghost is probably weaker than the crab we saw, because the crab, then again, actually, if this ghost is the one I'm thinking about, it ate shit ton of people, so it may actually be way more powerful, even though it's not a domain ghost exactly. Because according to the legend, this ghost appears everywhere in Japan. So
like I said before, I feel like these ghosts have some sort of connectivity to that they have between each other. Well, some of them anyway. So I feel like some of them are just rough acts, just trying to do it for more power, and some of them actually are connected in some way. The granny, I feel like we're gonna know more about her and like her associates.
We still don't know about her previous life before she died and became a ghost. That's the thing I'm curious about as well. And there is another thing I'm curious about. If the thing you said about ISS grandma dying happens, Does that mean that potentially we can get her back as a ghost? The same way we have
that's
the
true.
Turbo
Yeah,
Granny?
that's probably that's actually good thinking. That's another thing. I feel like it is possible because since it could be possible since we've got like the Turbo Granny to evidence of that, but I don't know. I feel like it will be possible, but they have to go through some things. There's some things we don't really know about how that fully works yet. Do you know what I'm saying? How that completely works, but
yeah, exactly that.
Yeah,
that's why we are just speculating at this point. But
well, it could happen, and it would be good if it happens. It would be really good. I said, like a good advantage for both of them as well.
Yeah, and it would make sense to the plot because ghosts are essential part of it.
Yeah. Alright, so that's the middle part we're covering. So like now towards the latest parts. Obviously we haven't read chapter 14, so the latest parts.
Yeah.
So what's been happening? We've got like a mini school arc, the slice of life. We've got like
yeah, as much as you can call it slice of life, like a girl getting Ocaron's balls and thinking it's a gift from God.
That's the funniest thing, man. But to be honest, she doesn't know, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And when she literally tricked ISA to come oh, and then ISA was like, what the fuck you doing? That's his balls. She still didn't believe it. She was like, this is a gift from God. She's talking like so profound and shit. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my
and the thing is, we still don't know if she actually believes her because where we left off, the fucking ghosts appear and just knock all of them out.
And then the ghost comes on, I think the only thing they're lacking now is knowledge. Knowledge about these ghosts. That's the only reason I could probably make them lose. Just more knowledge about them. I guess ISA is a bit more.
If you think about it,
more knowledgeable.
ISA and Ocaron only managed to beat the Turbo Granny because her grandma told her how to beat her by getting her out of the city.
Yeah, that's true. I guess ISA is a bit more.
So knowledge is important about this shit, which brings up another thing. As I said, it seems like those what are they called actually? The people that can use paranormal abilities like ISA herself, like telekinesis and shit. It seems like they don't know about aliens. So is there a possibility that there is a fucking organization like Men in Black in this series, which handles aliens separately and doesn't believe in ghosts?
That would be cool if they did. Just looking from above. Just
and by the end of the series, and by the end of the series, imagine if those two, the shamans, which are handling ghosts, and the Men in Black end up working together because of ISA and Ocaron, because I think those two are basically the only one that know of the existence of both of those things.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah. How many chapters do you think? I feel like this is feeling like we're gonna get like under 100 chapter vibe. We're gonna have 100 chapters. Yeah.
If it keeps going,
and it'll be cool.
We may eventually. Like the thing is, it's popular as hell so far, even though it doesn't have an official English translation. So
and the advertising for this has been insane as well. Advertising, all the posters and shit. That's what we got in our layout.
Imagine if this gets an anime.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it should. There's no reason why it shouldn't. But I mean, it's too early to think about that now.
Yeah, but it depends also which studio adapts, because this will need shit ton of censoring if it's the wrong studio.
And hopefully, God, please don't let Mappa do this, man. They've done too much already. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and there is the thing about Mappa recently, which with the underpayment.
The Mappa issue, the underpayment and things like that.
Yeah, which brings another problem in my head. Is it possible that because of this shit and because of those scandals that are happening right now, Mappa will end up closing? Because it's highly possible because of underpayment and shit. So maybe we won't get.
Yeah, and you heard about. You heard about what's it called? Ufotable as well. Ufotable.
Evading taxes.
Yeah, evading taxes and stuff like that. The greed has gotten better. The greed's gotten better with them, and the failing taxes and shit like that. It's just getting greedy. They've seen how much successful it is, and they just got greedy. The greed just overtook them.
The thing is, you can't actually blame the entire studio for this shit, because it's not the animator's fault and shit.
It's not the anime. Obviously, it's not the anime. It's the people above.
You need to blame, the head of the studios, like literally.
They don't know what to do with the money.
How fucking greedy can you be? Like, think about it. The person that made Mappa was the co-director of actually, you know, the co-head of Studio Madhouse before that, and he literally made Mappa so that he can make even more money. And he's underpaying his fucking workers. Like, what the fuck?
How? Japan, man. Japan. Seriously.
Only in Japan.
These studios.
Yeah, but then again, Japan is probably one of the few countries nowadays which make good content, because
good content.
what has America done recently that's good?
I mean, apart from those like movies, big movies.
Yeah, some of them
like live
do
action
good shit.
But to be honest, some of those live actions aren't even like authentic enough. Like, for example, have you watched Black Widow?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, but Black Widow, to me, in my opinion, was actually kind of mid. Yes, you've got all the animation, the cinematics, you've got all the not animation. I mean, the cinematics. You've got the fighting, the explosions, all that. But
what's that gonna do? Literally,
what's that gonna do? I know. What's that gonna do if you don't have good stories? Like, for me,
that's everything that they had in production nowadays in Western shit. Because
the best part of the movie was the first 21 minutes. After that, it was just bullshit. It was just mid. It was so mid.
Yeah, see, the thing is that Japanese people care about the plot more than anything.
Yeah, plot.
Unlike Western.
That's what they do better.
Yeah, because in the West they just care about money. Like, they don't give a fuck about the end product as long as they get some money in their jobs.
Yeah.
In their pockets.
That's why Endgame, like the early success. That's why Endgame succeeded so much compared to everything else, man.
Yeah. It's just not only Invincible. Think about Invincible. It's the first cartoon in shit ton of years which I've seen, which makes something different, and it takes a serious tone on superheroes.
I mean, to be honest, Invincible was always gonna be the thing, because the comics already, everyone knew about the comics, like all the people that read the comics.
But still, it blew up and made even more people find out about this. So in my opinion, the cartoon did better than the comics, since I ended up going and reading through the first season in the comics version. So the cartoon did way better, in my opinion, with the plot and shit.
Yeah, I mean, look how many memes it generated.
Yeah, but not only the memes though. And still, you know what I'm baffled about? They announced that it will have at least 2 more seasons, and it most likely. Sorry about this. It most likely will
I've heard that
shit ton of seasons.
Yeah, I heard that two seasons won't even be enough. I was watching this over a podcast the other day. It would be like it should be up to like 7 seasons. That's what I've heard.
Have you read the comics?
No, I haven't. I've just heard that.
So I'll tell you something right now. The first season of the cartoon animated only 3 volumes of the comics, and the comics has fucking over 200. About 200 volumes. So no way 7 seasons are enough.
So it was like it wasn't even a prologue. That's only 3 volumes.
Actually, this is exactly the prologue, and the thing is, I know that later down the line, shit keeps just getting better, because we get character development on Adam Eve, on fucking Invincible, on his father, on the fucking Viltrumites from space and shit like that. We get even more racism.
We still don't know any. That's what's so good. We still don't know anything, barely.
By the way, just one thing to say: I hate YouTube for this, because it spoiled me on a huge thing that happens later down the line in Invincible. I won't tell it to you because you haven't read the comics, but man, it hurts. It fucking hurts. I got spoiled on something that happens like 60 fucking volumes in or some shit like that.
Bro, how have you been spoiled? That's so sad. How?
Yeah, it just popped on my For You page, literally.
Oh, recommended. You two recommended. Defeated you.
I use too many social medias, man.
YouTube recommended just be recommended anything these days. Like yesterday, I got recommended how to make a mud pie. How to make a mud pie? Like, oh my, like wait, how?
But for fuck's sake, like literally, I feel like I see shit ton of shit. Like I see anime, manga, then I for some reason see Indians building a pool out of nowhere.
I know, right?
Then there is YouTube tips. Then there is how to steal a fucking car or some shit like that.
How to steal
it's
a
random
car.
As fuck.
What did I want to say? So back to DANDADAN. This will probably be the last time we talk about DANDADAN. Then I'll get some questions, and then we'll just move on completely to a different topic. But DANDADAN. So what do you expect for the future? And first, what do you expect for the future of DANDADAN? then I'll answer.
For this, I'm not exactly sure, but I think it will blow up even more once it gets an official English translation and it gets properly advertised. Because for now we are just using the translations from the fans, which are firstly not evenly translated throughout the weeks. Like 1 week we don't get a translation, after that we get 3 chapters translated.
We get 3 chapters, like that. That's how Blue Lock was before. I remember there was like 1 week of Blue Lock, we got 10 chapters translated.
Lord.
Just in that 1 week. It was insane. But
so I think we will do way better once it gets a proper schedule for releasing, because now we don't even know when to expect the next chapter. So
that's true. So for me, I think DANDADAN has barely just started. We're going to see something great here, like something like a basically a underrated masterpiece. If we're gonna see a masterpiece, this will be at least a 9.5 at the end of this. Like, we've barely seen anything. The art's gonna get better, the story's gonna get better. We're gonna see something amazing here. And the development, as we're seeing already, they're setting up something like just incredible here. They're going to set us off. The development is gonna be so good.
And they are not using the typical character tropes.
That's the thing. And now my final question before we completely we take questions. So do you think this is going to be a bit controversial? Do you think this manga will be better than Chainsaw Man and Fire Punch? That was my final question.
No.
Do you think?
No. Nothing will top Fire Punch for me, because this shit is just crazy as fuck. By the way, for you guys over on YouTube that don't know what Fire Punch is, because I don't blame you, it's underrated as fuck. Fire Punch is the previous manga from the author of Chainsaw Man, and just to tell you how crazy this shit is, it's a minor spoiler, but still, in the very first chapter, we have incest, cannibalism, apocalypses, fucking people burning, cannibals, and shit like that. This is the first chapter only, and it's over 80 chapters. So you gotta read this shit. It's crazy as fuck.
Fire Punch is incredible. I can vouch. Fire Punch is insane, man. And then the ending as well, it's just to end everything off. Oh, it was so good.
The thing is, the final 20 chapters, it was plot twist after plot twist after. You never can predict the ending of this shit from the very first chapter, because you don't know what will happen. Once you get past the 60th chapter, every fucking chapter is a plot twist. So
you got that 10 out of 10, don't you? Fire Punch.
For me personally, because I finished it. So some people refuse to read it because it's too crazy, and I don't blame them. It's not for everyone. It's either you hate it or you love it. Either you hate it or you love it.
That's the thing. So for me, I love Fire Punch. I've got that at 9 out of 10. But me personally, this is just my opinion. I think Chainsaw Man is better. It's just like a 5. So I've got Chainsaw Man 9.5 out of 10, and I've got Fire Punch 9 out of 10. The only reason I think it's better because I can personally relate to Denji more. I don't know. I feel like, especially since my adolescence, I'll explain a bit more because obviously
Hold on a second now. Just adding some comedy into this video. In what way do you relate to Denji?
I'm not a simp. I just feel like Denji's, the way he, like, his view of life, his perspective of life, and the way he just, like, obviously at the start didn't really understand much, and then he grew from all these people he interacted with, and obviously it's just a normal teenage kid, really, just trying to get about life, just trying to make life better for himself. Obviously those ups and downs and stuff. I'm trying not to spoil too much by watching what I'm saying. It's ups and downs, and you realize he has a little heartbreak and stuff. If you think about it, everything that happened through Fire Punch and through Denji is pretty much adolescence. Like, you barely know shit, you barely know anything, and you're just trying to grow through that. You're trying to go through people perspective and not through perspective.
The thing is that if you think about it, there is tons of similarities between Agni, the protagonist of Fire Punch, and Denji.
That's why. Remember, I used the word controversial before I even asked the question.
But not only because of this, not only because both of the series are controversial in terms they have shit ton of gore and cover topics that most things don't cover. The main thing I think they are similar is because both of the protagonists are in a place of their life where they are just confused and want to believe in what they believe, and when they are put in a situation in which they are proven wrong, they are just broken. Like
Yeah.
literally. So,
Honestly, but both Agni and Denji are amazing protagonists, like really up there, and they are both most of the protagonists we see these days, like in shonen. I don't want to like discredit anyone, but in mainly shonen and those shonen shows, like they were above all of them simply just because of how relatable they are and how they've been portrayed in their own respective mangas. So back to the question.
Exactly great. Like literally.
Back to the question.
The persona, they are not great, but still, as a characters, they are.
So back to the question. I know you've answered. You said no. Back to the question. Do I think DANDADAN will be better than Chainsaw Man and Fire Punch? I think there's a potential. But I always believe in potential. When there's something new, like I've always said, like a lot of people, when people ask me from before, because a lot of people ask me on Twitter, do I think Boruto would be better than Naruto? I say do not completely. Okay, here it is. Do not completely like overlook it. It has potential. Okay, first we see fuck you spoilers. I don't care. First, the first episode we see Kawaki. We see it has not right now. There is no way. You can say now it is better than Boruto. We see Kawaki. Literally, he's the center of the demise of Naruto, and he's about to be potentially the center of the demise of Boruto. And now you see him adoring and idolizing Lord Seventh, the Naruto. How did he get from there to here? If this is written right, this could potentially be better than every arc in Naruto. That's just me. But right now, it's pretty weak.
The thing about Boruto is, though, there will always be hate about it, mainly because it's written off on things from Naruto, which everyone had hatred about. Like literally, the appearance of Kaguya. At the end.
I understand that.
Everyone hated it, and Boruto is literally built around this shit because it tries to cover plot holes Naruto.
From Boruto. That's the biggest. That's the biggest setback for Boruto.
No one wanted those plot holes explained. They just wanted it to be over like this, and no one wanted the Naruto Next Generation. They just did it like that, and this is why everyone thinks it's just milking the cow dry.
Milking. It's
and it kind of is if you think about it, because
I
it's
understand.
not from the original Naruto.
I feel like any non-Boruto stan that's not stupid can understand what you're saying right now. It's very evident. It's very clear. In the manga, it's kind of milking some plots.
Just to clarify, by the way, so that some people don't just try and start hating on me because I'm hating on Boruto and shit like that.
No, trust me. I'm telling you, more people on your side. I think more people will be on your side than me.
Yeah, probably. But still, just to clarify, I don't hate Boruto. I enjoy it. I'm 5 chapters behind on the manga because I wanted them to stack up. But I'm reading the manga, and I think the story is done in a great way. And I think it would have been way better as a thing on its own. Besides, how the fuck do I say it in English? For fuck's sake, my brain is like. I think it will be a better thing.
Take your time, so okay. Now, what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that Boruto would have been a better thing if it was.
So what were you trying to say for Boruto?
Yeah, for Boruto, it would have been way better if it was just a thing on its own and didn't continue on from where Naruto left off. Because now most of the hatred is because of Naruto stance and shit like that. Because I still get it. It's built on shit that nobody liked at the end.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it's trying to cover it. But if it was a thing on its own, it would have done way better, in my opinion.
Well, you see, right now it's to me, I don't know. I just love looking up. Like, obviously, Boruto hasn't even finished yet. There's still, I just think, from that first episode, I still think there's a chance. Boruto has a chance for me. And I feel like, I'm not going to say if it's going to do it right or not. I just say potential. I'm not going to, do you get what I'm saying? I'm not going to say, it's probably going to do it right or it's probably going to do it wrong. I'm just saying, from what I saw from that first episode, this has a chance to be good. This has a chance to be bad. I just think it has a chance. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to say it has potential. That's what potential means.
Yeah. And there is no way.
It just depends how they're going to use it. That's how Kishimoto is going to use it.
Yeah, because he's back to working on Boruto, by the way.
So back to the question. Because of that potential, that's why I'm just convicted that DANDADAN could also be better than both Chainsaw Man and Fire Punch, but just because of this
Everything-
development again. But
everything
it just
has
depends.
potential.
Yeah,
But the thing
that's what I believe.
The thing is, though, I'm the kind of person that usually doesn't end up believing in this shit because I hate getting my expectations higher.
Yeah.
Because I'll give you an example which I know perfectly well you hate. The
Yeah.
ASCII anime.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no.
This
God.
shit had so much potential and they ruined
so
it.
much. First 2 episodes were I wouldn't say so good, but they were good enough for me to at least give it a 7. Then they just ruined it after episode 2. They just ruined it. They turned it to nonsense. They literally turned it to anything. Yeah.
It would have been way better if it was just your regular ass samurai shit.
Samurai
covering
just
Yasuke's life story.
Yeah, like, just his life story and his service to Nobunaga.
Honestly,
if it was just flashbacks,
the flashbacks from the 2 first episodes were way more interesting than everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so sad. Oh my god, man.
And the thing is, the studio that not the studio because Mappa worked on it, but the producers of Yasuke are trying to pull up some shit and create a manga of this which revolves around the world of Yasuke.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I don't think this will end up working at all. Like literally, everyone hates on the anime. So yeah.
Oh god. I mean, there were some people. I've seen some people online. I mean, they're mainly normies. There were some people online who actually still did enjoy this. I guess I don't know if they're like ignorant people, not ignorant people or people who don't know Yasuke, or just normies who just watch stuff. But yeah,
well, I don't know about the normies shit, but there was some potential. Yeah, I know. If you went in completely blind in this and didn't expect nothing, you may have enjoyed it. But the thing is, most people that watched it had their expectations all the way up in the sky.
God, it was awesome. I think the moment we saw mecha as part of one of the genres, we were like, oh no.
Yeah, that shit hurts, man.
But yeah, man. So you disagree that DANDADAN will be better? I think it has potential.
Not exactly. I don't disagree. I just don't want to get my expectations too high.
Expectations. That's a good answer.
Yeah, it does have potential, but I'm not going to say that it will become better because for now, at this point of time, both Chainsaw Man and Fire Punch are way better.
Are way better. Yeah.
And it will stay like that until it eventually either surpasses them or just stays in the level it is. So.
And that's the thing. We're going to talk about mindset. Is your mind set to that? Or do you think, or you're going to be open to DANDADAN being better? That's another thing.
I mean, my mindset is pretty much set to that. I'm open to changes and shit, but as I said, my mindset is that I don't want to have my expectations too high for anything. Literally.
Anyway, that's all we've got for the DANDADAN. Since there's only like 13, 14 chapters, there's not really much we can talk about for ages. That's all we got for the DANDADAN reaction. For the DANDADAN discussion. Go check out Yavo. Go shout out your Twitch and your YouTube again real quick.
Well, I don't know.
It'll be in the description. It'll be in the description. His Twitch and his YouTube channel will be in the description below. He's a reactor on YouTube as well, and he reacts to some stuff and does gaming on Twitch as well. I know.
Yeah, actually, I can count you what I'm reacting to because I don't have shit on series on my channel. I'm doing Kaiju number 8. DANDADAN, Record of Ragnarok, the manga, the fucking manga. Fuck the anime.
Yeah, that's true. Oh god.
Yeah, I'm doing Fruit Basket, and recently I started The Gray Man, which is an old ass anime which I'm enjoying. Yeah.
You're gonna enjoy Fruit Basket, by the way. But yeah, go check him out.
Really I already enjoy Fruit Basket.
He's a chill guy to just like interact with, and But yeah, that's all we got, guys. Follow me on Twitter as well. Follow me on Twitter, IronApply1. Look out for my channel. I'm going to be releasing some more reactions to some stuff. I'm trying to be more active this week, especially since I'm free. But yeah, that's all we got for today. If when DANDADAN stacks again, we're thinking of doing this again. When DANDADAN gets like another 5 to 10 chapters, we'll probably be doing this again. We never know, but you just got to look out. But yeah, this will be uploaded on YouTube on my channel and maybe on his as well if he decides to. But we'll just see. But that's all we got for today. See you later, guys. See you next time. And yeah. Oh yeah. One more thing I want to say. One more thing. let's get to that sub goal of 200 subs. I'm currently on 120 and run up his subs as well. I'm currently on 120 subs. Let's get to that sub goal of 200 subs. I'll run up his subs as well. That's all. Yeah, that's all we got for today. See you next time.
I'm a shout out on my channel as well for this because I am close to the 200 subs as well.
Yeah, we're pretty much close to you. We're pretty much at where we are. But yeah, let's just end this video. See you next time. And yeah, peace.